All right. Hello, 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 everyone. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great weekend so far. Mine's been good, but exhausting with the move and everything like that. We're a good ways through the move, actually, though. We got all the stuff, or at least all the heavy duty stuff, moved over to the new warehouse. So that's exciting. We'll be back at the warehouse tomorrow. The new warehouse, starting to unpack and finish setting up stuff. So getting ready for a week full of unpacking and getting ready to start operating again. But I'm sure most of you are aware at this point. We got an excellent giveaway today. Decided to give away a PG unicorn. I figured I'd try to get some eyeballs here. The website is still down in maintenance mode for the move, so nothing you can do on the website tonight. But I will mention though. So we did a gift card. I don't know what you call it, like a gift card drive earlier in the week, trying to figure out how to just keep a little bit of money coming in, since obviously the website's down this week. We've got a ton of stuff shipping coming towards us in the next couple weeks because everything's been shut down for a week. So between that, moving expenses, and nothing coming in cash wise because the website's been down this week, or is going to be down, we did a gift card drive. We offered a 5% discount code for every $100 spent on gift cards, or a 10% discount code for every $200 worth of gift cards. And we're going to do the same thing tonight, but obviously the website's down. So if you're interested in taking advantage of that, send an email over to support@mechawarehouse.com with what that dollar amount worth of gift cards that you want to buy is, and then on Monday or Tuesday, when Patrick gets his workstation set up, he'll send you an email, or send you an invoice rather, and get that all squared away, and then get you your discount code to use when we open back up. So if you know you're going to buy stuff, we got like HG messers coming in huge quantities. We've got PG unicorns are about to ship, I think. There's a bunch of stuff already at the warehouse. Good stuff. So definitely would help us out a ton. And if you know you'd be spending money anyway, it's a way for us to kind of like put stuff on sale in the future today, if that makes sense. I'll mention it again once or twice later on in the stream, but I want to throw that out there. So yeah, I'm going to jump in the chat and say hello. One other thing before I do, or two other things. One, hit that like button down on the stream, because that helps a lot, helps more people see the stream, stuff like that. And two, hit that subscribe button, just like Alex Senpai did. Thank you, Alex Senpai, for the sub. And then you'll see these streams in the future. Every Saturday night at 8:30, we do these streams. We give something away, not a PG every week, but usually something pretty good. Thanks, Big James 420, for the sub. All right, I'm gonna go back. I think there's so many people here and so much activity in the chat that the log won't go all the way back. So I'm going to say hello to who I can. I'm going to try not to trip over things too much so I can get into building or work on this Revernova tonight. It was on my desk at the old warehouse. I picked one up. I think this one got dinged, and so I thank you, Eric E, for the sub. Thank you, Richard Wedge, for the sub. I figured I'd bring it home, and I'm looking for something relatively easy because I'm kind of fried, honestly, after the move. Just a lot of stuff. It's been hot. Anyway, what's up, Sinslayer, Primal Geek, Ichi, Jordan, Logan Elvin? Thank you for the sub, Jason S. TJV, Bailey Breland, what's up? Cody, what's going on? Okami, Freebird, Fernando, Troy, James Lanter, thank you for the sub. Awesome, Andres, Louis Wong, Tom Santos, James Lanter. I don't know if I'm going to start repeating these pretty quick here. Thanks for the sub, Maximum 43, Derek LeMay, Ravage, James A, Troy, I think I already said Troy, Plamo Issei Fudo. Thanks for the sub, Francisco. Let's see, Robert Navarro, Douglas Alexander, Matthew Mahoney, Justin Pillow, Aaron Warner, Build Bros, what's up? Thanks to the sub, A Stealthy, Beldum, Pockets, Jong Min Song, Ryan Knight, Dylan Dull, welcome back. Tim Ma, what's up? Space Crusade, thank you for the sub. D Matt, 3889, Gun Dad, Cynical Days, Kuya Marvo, Ichi, I already said Ichi, Sigzion, Zakui. Thanks for the sub. Blade Wing Osiris. Or Zaku 2, that's what that is, not Zakui. Do I have to do something to be eligible for the giveaway? So MSalv, what we do for the giveaway is at some point during the stream, I'm going to ask for people to put a number in the chat between 1 and whatever that range is, and answer a question. Thanks to the sub, Nicolay. And then we draw a number in that range, and we ask for an answer to a question as well. So thanks to the sub, Paul Shaw, and if someone hits the number on the head, they win. If nobody gets it, we draw again later in the night. We decrease that number range as we go, so the odds of winning increase as the odds of somebody winning increase as the stream goes on. Spike the Blue, thanks for the sub. George, Hector, Vandal, thanks for the sub. Valerie Pettit. RDDN, what's up? Yeah, it's gonna take me forever to get caught up. I'm gonna start speeding through this. Rob Rosenkrantz, Chris Diga, Rayo, thanks for the sub. Tiger G87, Brainstorm, what's up? Everyone said let me try and get the unicorn real quick, pretty much. Thanks for the sub, Yojimbo Extreme. Hopefully all the IT stuff survives tonight. I feel like the last time we had a big stream, everything crashed pretty hard, but new router this time, so problem hopefully solved. Thanks for the sub, TS. I'm gonna just speed through these. Robert Hanifer, Anthony, D-Matt. Let's see. Thanks for the sub, Chris Diga. Okay, I'm not gonna catch up at the rate this is going. I'm just gonna skip ahead. So I apologize to you. I think you sound like you could sleep for a week. Pretty much. I'm just gonna skip ahead here. So sorry if I don't specifically call out or answer to your comment here. JRSS, Junior's S maybe. Thanks for the sub. Thank you for the sub, Pocket Weeb. Paul Kardash, still wearing them jorts. Not today. You guys are all just jealous that I can wear the shorts I wore in early 2000s in high school still. Simply Simba, thanks for the sub. Long until the move is done, Nick. So already the moving of all the heavy stuff, all the big stuff, all the kits is complete. That's all at the new warehouse. So now it's basically from now until hopefully no later than Thursday to check everything back in, check all the stuff, get everything organized, that kind of stuff. So we're hopefully there pretty soon. But I think the next phase is the hardest. Can the discount code be used for pre-orders? It can, James Harrington. Let's see. Nick, how much more money does your warehouse need to be comfortable? There's been comfortable, like, I don't know, you got like $50,000 laying around, that would be nice. Like $100,000, $500,000, I don't know. We could use a lot of money, but even a couple thousand would just make the next week a little bit less stressful. We would be not having to thread the needle all that much. So if just a few people bought cards, it'd be pretty good. Z4 Zaku, I guess, has subscribed. Thank you, Zaku. You thought we're doing another drop of the O. Which one, the master grade or the high grade? High grade just came out. Tell us who got the last order from the old warehouse. I don't have the name in front of me. I know exactly who it was because I packed it. The order number and their name will show up in the vlog though, or at least their first name. We wouldn't put their last name in there, obviously. Nick, props to the extension, the gift cards. I just grabbed one before the site went down. Awesome, Bing. I think I saw Bobby in there. Bobby was there today helping out. Thank you, Bobby. I don't know if anybody else from today's crew is here today. Was de Jesus. Thank you for the sub. Nick, I purchased the first couple of things from you, but still didn't get the invite for Discord chat. Do I reach out to your team at support email? Yeah, Drez, if you send an email to support, we can get that taken care of for you. We had a great crew today. We had a great crew on Friday too. We had 4 volunteers today. Oh, Katie's watching, sees us all getting into Nick about his jorts and goes to get him some new shorts. You were laughing about that, all those comments in that post. No one cares about the move or anything else that's going on. It's just about the shorts, man. Request a gift card. What's the deadline to finish the invoice? So the deadline's made. I'd say like midweek. There's probably won't be a hard deadline, but you know, this week, if it's after this week, it's not helpful. So maybe by like Wednesday, something like that. If only you were operating in Georgia, I'd definitely help on move. We had 4 volunteers today. Not 4 actually. We had, I guess technically 6. We had 4 additional. We had 3 volunteers yesterday. 1 came back. 2 came back for a second day. Santana's husband is a MVP for driving the truck both days. Ace pilot for a big 26-foot truck. Thank you for the sub, the Pegasus. Gotta become a VTuber, Nick, then you can wear whatever you want. No one will know. The Revernova was a letdown. Fun to build, but I thought it was going to be much bigger. Yeah, it's probably a similar size to the other ones. It seems like it's basically a 30-minute mission Dom type style, which is what appealed to me. But we had four dudes helping tear down shelves and load all that stuff in the truck today, and that was awesome. Still help moving. Blade Wing, Osiris. Kinda. We've got, I think, 3 people showing up tomorrow. 3 volunteers to help us out a bit. After tomorrow, we probably don't need that much more help. Or, let me rephrase that. We could probably use a ton of help even going into the week. The problem is things become more and more experience-based, knowing how we've been operating in the past and things like that, and the amount of time and effort to train and monitor somebody who hasn't been working with us in the warehouse becomes more challenging than the help that they could provide. So if somebody is in the area and wants to help out tomorrow, you could send an email to nick@mechawarehouse.com, and hopefully I'll see it tonight and I can get back to you. Any experience bottlenecks? Yeah, definitely. Because pretty much after today, it's going to be all checking in stuff, entering stuff into the inventory system, that kind of stuff, and I just can't. Where does this one start? Okay, head unit. That kind of stuff is more challenging. Use gun primer file, game changer for me. So that worked out well for you, Simply Simba? Should you hit that like button while we're here waiting for Nick to get started. It's only taking me like 15 minutes to get started here. For what it's worth, this is 2 days into a move. I really should have just said, you know what, I'm going to take this week off. But here's how many regular customers the site has. Yeah, I don't know that number off the top of my head. It's definitely been growing. Heading to the warehouse tomorrow to work on getting everything set up. Yeah, so tomorrow the plan, we've got a few more shelves to put up. We've got a second packing station to build. We're working on unboxing paints and tools and stuff that go in bin racks. And hopefully starting to check over kits and get things sorted out. That's going to take probably a couple days to do though, so it's just be a start. So I got in Gunpla because I'm a mailman, I keep donating it to certain customers, so I gave it a try and I'm in love. Plan to always order from you. Awesome. Can't wait to order once the site is back up. Nice, Ashley, thank you. 30 likes and 270 watches, a pretty solid ratio it is. I was building the 86 kits. I haven't. How are they? What kit is Nick working on? Tim's odds and ends. I'm working on the 30-minute missions Revernova. Let's see, favorite VTuber Nick. I haven't really consumed any VTuber content. I don't consume much content in general in the grand scheme of things. So we email the Mecha support team with the total for the gift card amount, or should we use email support bot in the Discord server? I would do it by email, primarily because the Discord bot has a limited number of tickets, and I don't know how many people will message it. Well, it'll get seen either way, but if you go by email, it might get responded to faster. I was going to say, as person's get back and gunplay, love everything you folks are doing. Thanks, Jose. Build strike full package day, nice. Of course, maybe love Fridays. I missed the dual Gundam though. I was too slow to buy it. Yeah, so that one, we're getting much better quantities of a lot of stuff. That one was not one of the ones we got good quantities on this time. So in the gift cards, Nick, how do we get the gift cards? So Renz, I mentioned this earlier, we're doing the gift cards again during the stream. So if you want to do a gift card during the stream, because the website isn't fully operational right now because we're in the middle of the move, you can email support@mechawarehouse.com, put in your amount, and we'll get an invoice out to you on hopefully Monday to get a gift card, and then we'll send you the discount code that goes with that, 5% per 100 spent, or 10% per 200 spent, or whatever combination thereof that makes sense. Maybe you want to play things as a couple more 5% codes to spread them out, or fewer 10% codes to go crazy in one shot. PayPal accept. The PayPal will work, so you can definitely pay an invoice via PayPal. So you guys get some support. Can't wait to see what you guys have in store. Yeah, we've a ton of support, and we've gotten a ton from the first round of this gift card thing we did for a couple days earlier in the week. It was very, very helpful, and made the last few days much less stressful, I guess, not having to worry about threading the needle on purchases as much. And so a little more makes it even better, and puts us in a great place to get some of these shipments moving faster to us, and making sure our suppliers stay happy that they're paid on time and all that good stuff. Maybe tonight will be a lucky night. Hopefully less than 10 months enjoying the stream. Nice. What are pre-ordering an item that says August production? Does that mean it will arrive in August, or actually be made in August by Bandai? So it's basically made in August. You might see it in August in Japan, but here in the US it usually takes an additional month, sometimes two. Thanks for the sub, Kenneth Inseong and Guilmar Malpartida. My apologies if I mispronounced that. An MG camphor shipment coming. I think we got some confirmed quantities on camphors. Using MG EX Strike Freedom pre-orders. I haven't seen an order form for it yet, so it's going to be a while because we have to get the order form, get confirmed quantities, and that it's going to take a little while because we don't put our pre-orders up until we know what we're going to get. Tone Truong, thanks for the sub. I think of this everything that's coming though. I think the biggest news is the Messers. Last time those sold out super fast, and we got a really good number. Thank you for the sub, JR Ladner. And PG Unicorns are about to ship, so that probably won't be in the first reopening restock, but like the week or two after that. Lots of subs tonight. Yeah, a lot of people who aren't normally our normal watchers, or maybe watching for the first time tonight. Rather give you guys an interest-free loan to see you thread the needle on a transition. Just give the money to a politician. There you go. Yeah, it's just tough because we got the huge outlay of cash for, we had to pay for the security deposit, first month rent. We still got to pay rent in the old place. We just dropped a ton of money on shelving and stuff like that. And then the biggest problem was that all these orders that would normally keep flowing are not flowing, and that means that we've got stuff that we're sitting on that we couldn't sell yet, which means that we don't have the cash to pay for the stuff that didn't ship yet, that's about to ship, and that stuff's piling up. So it's just the pipes are clogged a little bit. This was sold so fast. They did. We're gonna have tons of messages. We probably won't even need to put a limit on them this time. Thanks for the sub, Zero. You're getting HG or MG GM Sniper 2. I don't know off the top of my head. Thanks for the sub, Ken Yang. Ton of subs tonight. I'm also happy to see that the 300 viewers and probably 20 minutes into the stream, we've had no connectivity issues, so the Gremmer's still in stock. Gremmer's definitely are in stock, I think. They'll be in stock when you reopen. I'm pretty sure we moved some of those over. The giveaway usually work. Is there a link that's posted? No link. So what will happen? We'll probably do the first draw in a few minutes here. I'll ask people put a number in the chat within a certain range, and ask people to answer some sort of silly question. Usually it's pretty silly, and then we draw a number within that range. If your number gets drawn, you win. If that number does not get drawn, then we do another draw a little bit later in the stream. Usually we draw a handful of times. If it gets one, we might throw something else up for the giveaway, and usually the odds increase as time goes on. You have to end the lease early in the old warehouse. You have to keep paying rent in the old one for a few more months. I gotta keep paying just one more month. I think just August. End of August we're done. So any chance that super cool moving logo by Nickel Models will get turned into a limited edition sticker? He drinks the connection window drop. Company stopped for 2 days shipping wise, moved staff and supply to our leased additional warehouse months back, and we are still being hampered by a backlog of orders, it feels like. That's part of the reason we shut down for the week. I felt like we'd be digging out for a while, and I didn't want us to like lose or damage something in the move and then have someone have bought it while we were moving. Didn't forget about Gentleman Joe. He kicked ass, a great dude. He must be physically and mentally spent. I'm surprised you're streaming. I definitely am. I was actually hurting in the worst way. Like mentally, I had a pretty nasty headache. Seems to be mostly gone. A little bit of caffeine and some liquid IV. They should sponsor me. Their stuff's good. Good stuff. Great hydration drink. Got me back on my feet here. But if you see me hesitate on words or have to collect my thoughts, then that's why. What if multiple people give the same number? Douglas, that's what the challenge coin is for. We will flip a coin to break a two-way tie, or we will randomly select one if multiple people pick the same number. Any chance of getting Megami device kits on the site? We do have Megami device kits. Stress will trigger migraines, not surprising. Yeah, I think it's just, I think I actually got sun. The truck had like a see-through top in the back, so all the time spent loading the truck, I was getting more sun exposure than I kind of thought I was going to get. And it was a warm one today. It's definitely not a cool day. Speaking of the challenge coin, any idea when they'll ship? Hachi Kitsune, I think your coin is in queue. I've got them. I can ship yours probably this week once I find them after the move. I think I was planning on shipping it before the move, and then all the chaos of the move got in the way. And when you buy something from them, you get a sticker. You get sold out a lot of time because they don't print as many. Just want to join the Discord. The Discord is a customer thing, so if you've purchased before, you should have received an email with an invite link. If you didn't for some reason, you can always email support@mechawarehouse.com and we can get that sorted out. Hey Nick, I've been wondering this. Are you a jiu-jitsu teacher? I'd say no, I'm not. I've been training jiu-jitsu. I have taught jiu-jitsu classes. I was covering classes for a friend that was out of town for a little while where I train. But I don't teach jiu-jitsu often, consistently. I don't teach jiu-jitsu at my school. I teach karate, though, all the time. Okay, and what was the other one I'm looking for? B4. Because in Florida, we got it down here right now, I bet. Ordered multiple times and signed up for the newsletter, but haven't seen a link or anything with the Discord. It's possible that it got sent to spam somehow or something, so feel free to email support and we'll get you that ASAP. How much stuff is going to be on the restock when you open the site? We've got 5 pallets worth of stuff that has arrived so far that will hopefully be part of the initial reopen restock. And I think there's another like 3 pallets worth of stuff on the way from Kodo that is going to arrive hopefully this week. That will, if it arrives in time, will be up there as well. Too late to enter for the unicorn? It is not too late. We're going to do that first round a bit. Cody, what is your caffeinated? What caffeinated beverage is your #1 pick? Iced tea is my go-to. It's awesome at practicing Kyokushin Karate right now. Awesome, Terminator for Hire. Where do you train? Let's play karate the most. Teaches its students to win by getting knocked out. There you go. That's the spirit. Man, so many people in the chat. Definitely changes things when you have 340 people here as opposed to 100. Would you say new warehouse has more than enough space for the long term? Yeah, I mean, I signed a 7-year lease, so I sure as hell hope so. I don't think we will outgrow it very quickly. I hope I'm wrong, actually, but we'll figure that out if we get there. And I think the count, we moved, what is it, 12, 24, like 32 pallets maybe worth of kits, I want to say, from the old warehouse to the new warehouse. That doesn't include paint or tools. And there are a few stragglers, so there might have been an extra pallet or 2. Thanks for the sub, Pedro. That's in Houston, Texas. Nice. Who do you train with down there? Attention span calls me elsewhere in pairs. I've got low odds anyway. You have a good stream, Nick. Thank you, Hachi Kitsune. Choosing a number yet? Not yet, in a moment. The customer service email seems I deleted the Discord invite by accident. support@mechawarehouse.com. Did you start numbers yet? I have not yet. Streams active for over 32 minutes. The kid says it can be done in about 30 minutes. False advertising. It can be done in 30 minutes if you're not talking to all you. Quite a few kits on payday running low. Hopefully it will hold out until we're able to open up again. I'm gonna sand this up and then we'll do the first draw. Read so fast, pretty cool. I'm trying. And I'm supposed to announce the next for Ka. I've heard they're supposed to. I haven't seen which one it is yet. I'm assuming they haven't announced it yet. Whereas team of volunteers doing with the move. Good. The volunteers really helped. Kate and I were talking about it like the whole ride home, how we wouldn't be where we're at. We probably would have taken us an extra day or 2 to move everything over without all the volunteers. Maddie Ice 78, thanks for the sub. Topiner, thanks for the sub. Oh, I could multitask like this when I'm building all I can focus on. Any plans to get Mega Size in stock? I think it was the Mega Size RX 78 was on the most recent order form, but we haven't gotten the confirmations for that set yet. But hopefully know soon. How does one do panel lining? It's pretty simple. Thanks for the sub, Pride Jeffrey. There's a couple different methods. The easiest is use the panel lining Gundam markers. You basically just run it through the panel line, the tip of the marker, and then you can go back with like an eraser or a Q-tip and wipe off any excess. I've actually got there's a short, I think, on this channel from one of the weekly updates where I kind of talk about that in depth and demonstrate some of that. So, your nub removal strategy. I do the 2 snips and then sanding. Y'all finish moves soon. Heard good things about Mecha Warehouse from Discord. It's really interesting getting kits in the warehouse. Nice raid. Thanks for the sub, Logan Elvin. Plans to carry kits from Eastern Model. We might already have some on order. I'm not sure. Thanks for the sub, Glenn Kim. Okay, so let's do the first draw of the night. Like I said, we're going to put a number in a range from 1 to whatever the top end is. I'll pick that number in a moment, and then we're going to answer a question. Both have to be in the same posts. Only 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. That's an important one right there. Thanks for the sub, Logan. No, Glenn Kim, I think, was the one. Ethan Elephants. So, number this time. We've got a huge number of people in here. So let's do a number from 1 to 2,000. And since we're talking about me being dehydrated earlier, what's your rehydration beverage of choice? So 1 to 2,000. 1 to 2,000. Make sure I say this right. And rehydration beverage of choice. Both have to be in the same post. If you post just a number, it is not a valid entry. So if you posted just a number, you might want to repost it with the with an answer to the question, because I don't want you to be like that one time where somebody's number was picked, but they didn't answer the question and they did not win. And I'm not even going to attempt to read those. That's scrolling really hard and fast. Oh, I think I just saw coffee scroll by. Coffee's not a great... I think coffee's dehydrating, isn't it? And hopefully my updated huge stream method of doing the numbers works. Don't judge us coffee drinkers. I need to put some stuff on here first. Thankfully, they come back out apart pretty quick. Trees and Nick does give away so he can have an excuse to cut and sand in peace. There you go. Always found that when Gatorade tastes good, that means you're really dehydrated. Okay, so I need a few more things here. So we need B, B2. And PC7. D2, 11, and 12. The full mechanics not count as MGs for every. Oh, yeah, full mechanics are not MG. Do you guys have standing tools on your guys' website? We do. When the site opens back up, we've got from Disbay, Madworks, Godhand, Tamiya, Infini. Am I missing anybody? Gun Primer. A bunch of different sanding options on our site. Okay, D1 is the other one. 12. I'll snap these together real quick, and then I will pick a number. You ever customized a gun before? I've done some customization, a little bit. Kind of kit bashed. 30-minute missions is actually a really good line for it. I got an Alto ground type that I did some customization on that I think came out really well. Yeah, it's good. Jared says you only need to enter once, you don't need to post multiple times. Have to use the coin to decide things at the warehouse. Not often at the warehouse, mostly just streams here. Although it would probably help with the decision fatigue of running a business if I just let the coin decide on arbitrary things. Cool, thank you. I need some sanding tools and a new pair of nippers before I start my MG kit. Cool. Chest is pretty cool on this thing. I don't feel bad for whoever's tracking all these entries. Nick is Two-Face for Halloween. Do we post to enter the giveaway, Jehu? A number from 1 to 2,000 and your favorite beverage for rehydrating. I'm going to call time when I finish this piece, and then I will pick a winner. Just figure out what will be my next MG kit. So many good ones. Done a resin kit. I have not done any resin yet for God Hands or Display. They're both great. I use the God Hands because I've been using them forever here. I've got a pair of Display 3.0s I use at the warehouse for a few content things we've done, and they've been great too. So I think if I were starting out again, I'd probably buy the Displays if I could get a hold of them, because they're much more economical and they're basically just as good. But they definitely seem to be a little bit harder to come by a lot of times. Display's been having trouble getting stuff out of China lately with COVID stuff over there. primer. I haven't used any gun primer stuff. We carry gun primer. I want to try it out at some point. Have you been to Yokohama, Japan to visit the Gundam store and the statue? I was there for the ARC-78 and the Unicorn. I haven't been to Yokohama. I've been in Japan, though. That's where I actually picked up the whole Gunpla thing. Was in Shizuoka, where all the hobby manufacturers are in Japan. All the model manufacturers. His head is so stocky, ball-like. Okay, so I'm calling time. They would make an RG Death Scythe and RG Heavy Arms. Let's start a petition. They might. They've been doing other ones. There were rumors about an RG Epion, which would be really cool. I wouldn't be surprised if they get to them eventually. Is Japan accepting tourists, or are they only tourism if you have a guide thing? I think it's still the guide thing, but I haven't checked in a little bit. Okay, so I'm picking a number. Number 1215. And I need to download the chat log here and search through it, because there are so many chats that log doesn't go back very far. Nike, the log only goes back a little ways, so there were so many messages, most likely they're not all in there. So I also don't see a 1215. So, and that's the case, we will draw again in a little bit. Thanks for the sub, Anubis20. Hey Density, what's up? So you can do Control F. Yeah, Control F doesn't only works though when it's in the log. We had an issue last time we had a big stream. Thanks for the sub, Marl Burl man. Still raffling. Yep, we'll do another draw for the Unicorn in a little bit. We'll decrease that number range, increase the likelihood that somebody gets the right number. Okay, C1 and 2, 7 and 8. You guys carry metal build figure. Maybe at some point. Pick new numbers. I'll tell you when to pick a new number. Sure, winner would announce themselves, most likely. If they're paying attention anyway. God, these gates are so like nice on this kit. The nub arcs are minimal. So we're gonna screenshot your number at a time. Can't hurt. Thanks to the sub, H Tetsuo Ueda. Yeah, so if you are posting numbers and answers still, you probably want to check that your stream is up to date and you're not lagged behind somehow. It happens pretty commonly. Here's what would you think about the new Verka? I don't know what it would be. Is this a Revernova? Good guess, Simon. It is. Okay, we're already seeing you for spamming and making the chat log disappear. There's so many people, it's not any one person's fault, but, you know, don't post your numbers multiple times. You might have to add a rule about that, because it doesn't help. What about this SDMG? I've been thinking they should make a SD kit on that scale for the longest time now, so you ever intentionally take your time to kit to draw out the experience? I mean, the fact that I'm doing it with you guys kind of forces me to draw out the kit. I could build this way faster if I just built it and didn't try to do a stream. Wait for a second, we don't pick the new numbers yet, right? Not yet, MSolve. I'll let you know. Thanks to the sub, Darkness Original. Nick, how you doing? It's been a while. What's up, Edward? How's it going? I'm doing well. We heard of the MG Moon Gun. I haven't heard any rumors about that. Any credible rumors, anyway. Credible rumors have you heard? I don't know if I've heard any credible rumors. Did you feel the new Varkal would be a Dendrobium? Probably not. G-Moon was an April Fool's joke. Yeah, it sounds like the kind of thing that the April Fool's joke. It's very believable. With the design of the new Gundam for Witch Mercury. I think it's interesting. I actually like the SD version of it better. Thanks to the sub, Jeffrey Bullock. Got my MG EpiN from you guys yesterday. Nice, Brian. Thank you. Music, are you listening to? Fernando, this is, the station's called Pretzel Rocks. Or the service is called Pretzel Rocks anyway. Pretzel.rocks, I think, is the web address for it. The station is the Epic Station, and this current song is Place in Nature by Miracle of Sound. I missed the last PG XE restock because one went so bad, and I have no idea when they're being reprinted again. Yeah, it might be a while. I don't know. Any PGs at the new warehouse? None have arrived yet. PG Unicorn is on the way. I think they're about to ship. Ground Gundam for Kyle with extra weapons and details would be nice. Let the variant colors there, at least the Gundam breakers, that'd be cool. I'll mention again for anybody maybe who's just joined us, or has joined us since I mentioned it earlier, we are doing another round of the gift card deal that we were doing earlier this week, but we're going to do it via a support email. So if you are interested in buying a gift card, since we're closed right now, it'll help us out. If you're thinking you're going to buy something anyway in the near future, essentially giving us a little bit of a loan, so to speak. For every $100 worth of gift card, we'll send you a 5% discount code, single-use discount code, and for every 200, we'll send you a 10% discount code, and you can get that by emailing support@mechawarehouse.com with the amount that you're looking for, and we'll invoice you this week for the gift card. Things are kind of tight with the whole move thing and having the website down, not being able to sell the product that's come in, and yeah, that would help us out. There are limits to those discount codes. They expire, so we'll send you for every. So if you bought $1,000, we could send you 10% discount codes. They will expire at the end of the year, the discount codes, but the gift cards obviously won't expire. But so if you happen to be sitting on cash, then you know that you were planning on spending that cash with us, then that'd be super helpful. You know, no pressure or anything, but it's with all the move expenses and then not being able to operate as usual during the move, it just makes things a little tighter. It was nice enough to send me an RG, a high new titanium from Anime Expo. Nice. Is the gift card applicable for all items on store like paint? Yes. Such a pro salesman. I don't like selling stuff, man. I don't like. I'm in the wrong business, really. I'm not really someone who wants to sell stuff. Like I couldn't do like direct sales when I was doing consulting and I was trying to sell people on buying my services. I basically worked for people I already knew that I could do good work and were interested in my my services. It's being built. Dolphin, I'm working on a Revernova 30-minute missions. Nick is a great salesman. He just needs to update his wardrobe from 1999. I don't know. I think that's a great tactic. I think I want to go start pulling out more early 2000s, late 90s fashion items. Because clearly they hit well with everybody. It's a nostalgia factor. Maybe get any of the Gundam Thrones from 00. Need them to finish up my 00 collection. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Thrones. Big old jean shorts wearing teddy bear. It's been late. How was the move? Hope all is well. Between my son and building Calamity Full Mechanics, I got in here as soon as possible. I'm doing well. Move is going well. We got all the stuff moved over today, so Nico wants to wear Jinko jeans. They're not actually Jinko needs. Shell necklace. There you go. I never had a shell necklace. Still a pair of Jinko. I don't have any actual Jinkos. People bang on the Jordan Nick. Old school's hot right now. It's definitely better style than what's popular for style now. Just waiting for the official Mecha Warehouse jorts. There you go. Jeans are a weird fad. They're so dysfunctional. Bottoms always be dirty to wear out. Thanks for the sub, David Gonzalez. What's the email for gift cards? Also, stream description is for last stream with the MG Epion. Oh, shoot. That's what happens when I just ask Santana to do it for me. I'll have to razz her tomorrow. She never sets up the stream. I can probably change that, though. Actually, official jorts have a pocket for nippers and another for a knife. There you go. Thanks for the sub, Alan. Gift cards, send email to support@mechawarehouse.com. Yeah, just without the A. SUPPORT. We're at the close with the logo, Plumbo Tools, and baked goods. After not being a salesman makes you a better salesman in this case. I think people really like that small business, regular guy feel. A personal touch is my jam. Yeah, I think it works, right? You just treat people well. Don't try to jam stuff down their shorts or down their throats, and people are more interested in that. Don't try to jam your sales down someone's Jinkos, and you're good. Mecha made jorts. I buy 10 pairs. Have I mentioned I am very fried from the move all day today? Wear the jorts. Keep your sales out of my Jinkos. I'm gonna assume we don't want next year dinner shorts. He plans on selling Gaia paints in the future. I definitely want to carry Gaia now that we've got the new warehouse. It's going to be on our list to do. We obviously need to get kind of set up in the new warehouse. Thanks to the sub, Emily Underwood. But I need some aloe. Yeah, can you tell that I think I got a little too much sun today? Could have skipped out on a new warehouse. You just bought a bunch of Jinkos to store your product there. This is getting hilarious. Where was I going with all this? Gaia paint. Now that we've got the new warehouse, we got room for new product and stuff, and for carrying, adding new lines and stuff like that. So it's on the list. When we first ordered y'all last week, forgot items in a rush. Messaged the Facebook account about it. Next day, I had a message and got the items I forgot added and paid within 20 minutes. Nice, Jason. Legit walked out and salespeople who couldn't understand how not to hard sell. Yeah, exactly. Like there have been plenty of times, and you go to buy a car or something. It's like, hey, I know how this works. Don't bother trying to hard sell me. I'm not interested. Like, you could help me and probably get a chance at the sale. Or you can try to shove it down my throat and I'm going to go somewhere else. Should do mini jorts with Mecha Warehouse logo to put on builds, like how people made them to scale size. You guys plan on getting a new kit from Code GS, Albion I think it's called. Is that a Bandai kit? Lines can expect to add model kits or more paints and accessories. There's a lot of paints that people have asked for. SMS. I want to look into Gaia. I think there's a few other paint lines. Some other Vallejo lines. Brush my paints by thinning apple barrel paint from Walmart. I've seen people have really good luck with apple barrel. You can make warehouse patches to iron on those jorts. Walking advertising. Blow your building here without looking. G-Paint's one I might look into. I gotta figure out which one to go after first. It's gonna be a lot of them, so. I know we've got Vallejo Mecha, Vallejo Model Air, and Model Color might be interesting. Okay, so let's do the next draw. Where are we at? We still got a pretty solid stream here. So let's shrink this number down. Okay. Oh, actually. Okay, so number range 1 to 1,000, and since we're talking about the Jinkos and jorts and all that kind of stuff, jorts or not, did you wear them back in the day? Would you wear them again? I don't know. Yes or no? 1 to 1,000. Did you wear the jorts or the jinkos? Since that's the topic, you need to have a both the number and an answer to the question for your entry to be valid. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses, and I'll draw in a few minutes. D1 17. C1 2 12. Shorts to this day. It's kind of funny, really. I mean, even our UPS delivery driver has made comments about them. So, what was the question? Jorts, jinkos, did you wear them? Yes or no? I never had jinkos. I definitely wore long shorts. No love for the bottom half of the Canadian tuxedo. Problem when I brought them back, I found a 4-year-old man wearing jinkos. Thanks for the sub, Samuel. I think this is officially our largest stream ever. We got a really good, active, continuous viewer count here. Just put Dr. Pepper as his answer. Some people are way behind on the stream, I think. Jean plus shorts equals jorts. But I mean, jean shorts are pretty common, right? Like that's... Guys, we'll have to swipe for this giveaway. Stream gets weird sometimes. Jorts are classic dad attire, so I think you're safe in Jorts, Sir Nick of the Warehouse of Mecha. You're only one number per person, so If you post multiple different numbers and stuff like that, then that's a real problem. You got to have an answer to the question with your number doesn't count. I'd hate for you to not win. Just because you didn't follow that rule. Jorts, any opinion on Kevin Smith? Not really. He's got some interesting stuff going on, but I'm not a like super close follower of his work. Get seasonal stickers of Papa Nick. Let's get nervous starting a kit for fear of messing up. I stopped getting nervous about that a while back. I think that's pretty common for people as they start the hobby. Like, what drove the decision to use the PG Unicorn for tonight's stream? Several different things. One, I figured if I was going to ask people in person to do the gift card thing, I might as well get a bunch of people here. And I figured we'd have a good turnout with the PG up there. And I don't know, I like kind of celebrating that we're ahead of schedule on the move so far. We got all the heavy duty stuff moved. I figured it'd be a good time to give away something good. Nick, do you have any Gunpla model builders you'd like to watch for inspiration? I don't watch a lot of model building stuff. I guess the one thing that YouTube channel, Lutoan, Boulder Creek Railroad, does some diorama stuff. I love watching his stuff. So not really Gunpla related, but he does some amazing work. He's done some amazing dioramas, and that's kind of inspiring for me. And I couldn't name some of them that pop up in my feeds and stuff, but Child of Mecha's got some really cool stuff going on. I like his builds, but like I said, I don't have a lot of time to watch people build, or even like scrolling through Instagram doesn't happen that much for me anyway, because I've been so busy. When you resubmit if our response is gone, you do not. I'm going to download the chat log and search through it. So please don't post multiple times. It's just going to make things spammy for everybody. Yeah, unfortunately. Sanding this, and I'll call time. Chat to be able to review as many entries as possible. Edgar, I'm going to download it so people chatting won't prevent people from having their entries be valid. So no worries, chat away. Other than being spammy for the sake of spammy. Mess up sanding. I see the marking is still close. It drives me nuts. Practice. A lot of this comes down to just trying things, talking to people, having a community of people to go to and talk to. So like local build nights are great. IPMS model shows and stuff like that are awesome because you can talk to people in person and find people that have good builds and ask them how they did stuff. Just may not know if there's a winner tonight because Nick can't DL chat until I can stream. No, I can already. I can do it during the stream. I did it for the first draw. Last time I didn't have this tool. I downloaded it after the last time we had a big stream and we had the issue, and I had to go back and download after the fact. But now I can do it during the stream. It's a game changer. Of course, Discord's good for picking each other's brains. Yeah, Discord's great too. Be doing build nights at the new place. I hope so. I gotta figure out how that will fit with my schedule and stuff. But we'll hopefully have some in-person events and stuff. It's the Mecha Discord link. No one will probably post the link. At least they shouldn't. It'll get deleted if they do because it's not just a public Discord. It's a customer-only Discord. So if you've purchased before, you will get an invite in your email. If for some reason you purchased and didn't get said invite link, you can email support@mechawarehouse.com and we can help sort that out. Okay, so I call time. All right, so drawing number 89. Well, there's a high chance of it's a double-digit number. There's a high chance on that one. Your number, type in notepad or phone or computer, The Samurai Pizza Cats model kit can still be ordered, trying to get all 3 kits. I don't know anything about Samurai Pizza Cats. I've never even heard that name before, so I don't really know. You don't know if Samurai Pizza Cats? Come on, man, it was on when you were a kid. Maybe. Reroll. We don't reroll, Caleb. We'll draw again in a little bit if there's no winner. I'm trying to verify that nobody got it. There's a bunch of places where those numbers appear next to each other in people's usernames, and it's making the search very slow. I'm pretty sure there's no 89. Yeah, no 89. So we will draw again in a little bit. Well, this has got some very similar construction techniques to the high-grade Leo. B10 and 9. Thanks for the sub, Gemini and Jessica. The tension is terrible. I hope it'll last. Yeah, so if you're still posted numbers now, they're not valid till I ask the next question and give you a new number range. HG Leo's a goat. It's a good kit. Rebuild Nick. Michael, I'm working on a 30-minute missions Revernova. It's essentially like a 30-minute missions Dom. And the kit looks like a Leo. Kinda similar. Pick up an MG Tallgeese, probably my favorite non-Gundam mobile suit. MG Tallgeese is a nice build. There's 500 people here, but only half like the stream. Yeah, definitely, if you guys are enjoying the stream, you want to see more giveaways and more streams and the like, hit the like button. It definitely helps. Kind of things happen in the Discord server. Tons of good stuff. We do our dings and dents there, so when we get damaged product, we lottery it off at a discounted price. We do occasional build contests on there, and then there's just a whole lot of great resources, people able to help out with stuff. And even general chat's interesting. Kind of like your inside connection to everything going on at Mecha Warehouse and related. What was your all-time favorite build? I mean, there's so many good ones. I'm thoroughly enjoying this Dom R35 I'm working on now. I don't know if it's my all-time favorite though. What do you do with your builds when you finish them? Do you display them or store them away? I display them. I've got a display case here. I'm hoping to put the display case in my office at the new warehouse. And maybe I'll bring more of my stuff in there. I want to put a display case in like the front open entryway too at some point at the warehouse. Thank you for the sub, Tonley. Anyone win yet? I was in a bad signal area. Not yet. Both R35 kids love Mr. Rao. He's doing numbers tonight. Yeah, it was a good, solid stream tonight. So the Bandai's yet to bring out a revived line of DOMs using at least the R35 as a base. The R35 is a good one. I haven't built any of the other high grade DOMs, so we just play a few locals work. We could definitely do that too. If we've got locals that are interested, when we get that front display case, we'll definitely let people display their stuff if they're interested. So this goes in that way. Let's see, B9. watching my builds. My kids, he wants to play with them all the time, so I built him an HD Calco. He broke it in 2 days, and I told him that's why he can't play with my MGs. Yeah, it's so tempting to want to play with them. Thanks, Paul. Sure can't say damage all on my D&D. I got box books brand new. There's definitely some things that we notice that people don't notice unless they're like box collectors. I think some of that stuff will... It's hard because it's a very subjective thing, so a lot of our dings and dents... I know back when I did it in the attic days, if I was having a bad day, everything was wrecked and damaged, and if I was having a good day, that standard was a little bit different, and trying to get everybody to... trying to figure out how to very systematically identify what is damaged and what is not. Thanks to the sub, Eric Cabrera. JVic, what grit of sandpapers are you using there? I'm using 400 and 600 tonight. I plan on painting this one, so I'm not going to sand it super finely. Oh, my wife calls them Legos. Yeah, not quite. Got a Gundam shirt. Was told it was a nice Transformer shirt. That's pretty common, I think. The one O got from things and dents had crease that was barely noticeable on it. Skirts piss me off so much. Do these sanding sponges last a while, or are they generally placed pretty quickly? So I buy them, I guess I haven't bought them in a while, but I bought these boxes of these sheets, and I'll use a couple of these squares a night, and I just cut these out of the bigger sheets, so they last a decent while for me. What's the try for the unicorn? We've tried twice now, and no winners both times, so we'll probably draw again in a little bit. Does Nick be like, where in the world is the damage? Keep decreasing that draw range until the odds of getting a winner get high enough, I guess. Guessing when the new, at least in April, EX gold markers might hit US stores. I'm not sure. I haven't seen them yet, obviously, but I think they're going to release an updated MG Goof Custom, sort of like a 2.0. They should. They should use the other 2.0 kit, which is an amazing kit, and just add the accessories it needs. Any P Bandai kits in your backlog? I've got a bunch of Wing P Bandai kits. I think a few others too. What should I do tomorrow for my 30 since I head to work today? I don't know, man. The best snips to get for cutting out parts. Display 3.0s and the God Hand SPN 120s are probably the top 2 most recommended nippers. I think since somebody mentioned P Bandai, someone earlier asked about if we'll ever carry P Bandai, and we did a long time ago and likely never will again, because you can get P Bandai directly from P Bandai, and so I don't think it's very ethical for us to swoop in, try to buy up a bunch of that stuff in the same place you'd buy it, and then turn around and sell it at a huge markup to make money on it. If they ever offer the P Bandai direct to retailers, then we would. Ever gonna give the Gunpla Bag Challenge a shot? I would. I just need to get one of those kits that comes in a bag, I guess. I don't think any of those are released in the US that way, right? What if you just put the runners inside a Ziploc? I suppose you could do that. Seems like easier to cheat, though. They'll probably never offer P Bandai to direct dealers. Right, like they'd be pointless. They wouldn't do a P Bandai. It would just be a regular release. Back when we did it way back in the day when there was no US P Bandai option and you could only get the stuff from Japan, so I felt like we were providing a service when we did it. But now it's just literally making things cost more and making it harder to get them directly. Because they ever sell imports? I don't really know what you mean by that. Here, hopefully they'll come in live action Gundam movie. I have no idea what to expect. I hope it's good. Hopefully it's a not like that that other one they made. Your guess the next Verka? I have no idea, honestly. Does 30-minute missions kit come in the same color range as the other kits? It seems like, Tim, that they stopped doing the we're going to print this in a million different colors thing after the Periodically and Alto. Some of the more recent ones, there's a few color options for. I think this one is currently just one color. What do I do with the box? I mean, I guess they could print it in another color in the future if they wanted to, pretty easily. But as far as I know, it only comes in the one color so far. G Savior was awful. I'm starting to get excited about Witch from Mercury. That'd be interesting. I want to see that one when it comes out. Some of the designs look cool. Are you planning on making it when you paint it? I don't know yet. I almost want to paint it in a Dom color scheme since it's kind of like a 30-minute missions Dom. Maybe like a Dom Tropin type color scheme or a Dwaj color scheme or something. surprised you guys had Spinacio Army type. No one else had them, so I had to buy one. Glad you could get one. Okay, so we got these. Is there any kind of Hathaway kits in? I don't know what we got right now off the top of my head. We've got a bunch of stuff, but I don't know off the top of my head. Okay. We should do the third draw here. Okay, so actually, since people are asking about the Verka, that would be a great question. So let's do a number from 1 to 500 and answer the question of what do you think the new Verka is going to be. So 1 to 500, what's the new Verka going to be? Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. Your response has to have the number and the answer to the question in it. If it doesn't have the answer and just the number, it is not a valid entry, and we only ship to U.S. addresses. Someone just asked me a question, and I missed it. It was a good one, I think, but I just barely missed it, so I gotta answer it. Oh, it was the Adam Savage with the CT scan of the PGU. I've heard about it. I haven't actually watched the video of it. I think I might have saw a screen grab or something, but I haven't actually looked at it. And Bill Bros mentioned the HG Messer. We have our next batch on the way. We got a ton of them coming, so if you can hold out another week and a half to 2 weeks, we should hopefully have them in. How long are your days at the warehouse usually? So the core hours at the warehouse are 10 to 4 right now. That's usually when our packers and stuff are operating most of the time. I often will get in, 9:30, and I'll often leave by 4:30 most days, sometimes a little earlier. And but I end up doing a whole bunch of stuff either before I go in or from home as well afterwards, things like that. But that's usually when I'm there. I think Santana usually gets in before me a lot of times. She's an early riser. But 10 to 4 is the core right now. We'll probably gradually expand that too as we need to. Like the video where Adam and his team built the PG Unleashed, even though it was the first kid, he understood why it was so awesome from a maker standpoint. I mean, the dude's built plenty of models before, I'm sure. Chat keeps crashing. Your thoughts on the MJ Astro Red frame Kai? It looks cool. I haven't really looked into it closely. I'm not really a huge Astray fan. I have nothing against them. I'm just not... Didn't read the manga or anything. The old MG segmented finger hands. I just nearly lost the MGX here, right index finger. Yeah, they're good and bad. They're good for if you really want to pose the hand in some sort of expressive way. But they kind of suck for holding weapons and robustness. Just did the MG Wing Verka. Those segmented fingers can't hold shit. Yeah. I like when kits include both, and they give you that option. But don't force you to use it. Prefer to lay out all the accessories for a kit pose, or just equip a few and stash the rest? I pretty much stash the rest, unless they're, you know, mountable on the kit itself. I always keep the extra hands knowing damn well I'm not going to use them, but maybe. Yeah, I hear you there. That's always the biggest debate. Do I paint these extra hands that I know I'm only going to pose it in the one pose I'm going to pose this thing in? Do a hoarder size backlog. I have a solid backlog. What are the numbers again? 1 to 500. Thanks to the sub, Jonathan Edwards. 1 to 500, answer the question, what do you think the new Verka is going to be? Thanks for the sub, Richard Lee. I'm going to draw here in a moment. I need C216. Let's cut these two out real quick. And B8, so I can get 8 here. Restock of water slides coming. I need to order for Virtue. We hopefully will soon. A lot of things we kind of just like turned off our restocks for a minute because we knew the move was coming. Like we're out of stock of a lot of gun primer stuff and we need to reorder that. But we were just decided to hold off until we were done with the move. All right. Let's call time. Any experience using gate piece and cement for custom color filler? I haven't done any of that. I think I did 584 or 507. Went over. I apologize. No worries. Thank you, Darren Thompson, for the sub. Okay, 1 to 500. So our number this time is 380. Your biggest stream so far? I think so, Tavian. I know we've had 300 before. We've had consistent 450 for a while here. Or thereabouts. No one hit. Download this and search just to be sure. This sort of bullet in the trust base turnout. Good, Ravage. I should post it up on Instagram. It's over on the back of the desk over here. I think I might end up painting it and setting it that way. I have to figure out if there's any other customization I want to do to it. Bummer, yeah, no 380. But people picked the number for the 2 previous draws, though, so someone should have stuck with their number, I think. So we got one more draw. We'll dramatically decrease that range and draw multiple times against the names that set. So. Very interesting tiebreaker tonight. We very well might. What number was it this last time? 380 was the number I drew. Guys, I can't stand the phone draw, but good luck to whoever gets it. Thanks, Celestial. Thank you for coming. Have a good evening. PG Unicorn must be bought and make money at this point. That's funny. So Dr. Link. Thanks for the sub, damn dirty ape. Yeah, I think a bunch of people are just behind on the chat. It definitely happens every time, and with 400 something people in here, it's going to happen more than typical. Oh my god, and kept the number. Wow, I feel dumb. Yeah, that burns. I don't go with the closest number to the drop. There's no winner. Donald, because it increases the suspense and keeps the thing going. Congrats on the movie, guys. How much more space do you guys have at the new location? We're in about 7,500 square feet in the new space. The old warehouse was about 1,500, so what is that? Like 5 times more? Pitching is terrible. I hope it lasts again. You're gonna keep cutting the number down by half? Probably. I mean, if we can't get a winner on a draw against like 250 with 400 something people in here, then we got terrible, terrible luck. Huge upgrade, glad to contribute. Thank you, Solid Black Panda. Yeah, it's massive in there. We've got tons of space. Everybody, all the members of the team, when they step in there for the first time, they're kind of awed and I think super appreciative of the amount of space that there is. Because operating out of 1,500 square feet, when you literally have like 1,500 square feet worth of stuff, like I feel like the pile of kits that we brought in, since things aren't on the shelves and aren't stacked as high, probably occupy a space similar to or larger than the old warehouse, like square footage wise on the floor. We didn't fill the new warehouse with kits. I feel like anything MG and PG is sold out online. We've got a bunch of MGs in stock right now. We're getting the kind of quantities we want now. Means we can throw more money at you, right? There you go. So we're starting to get better quantities of things, and right now we're actually receiving like the last like 3/4 worth of orders all at once on certain items. So we're almost like overstocked because we thought we were going to get some periodically instead of all at once. Good to be able to breathe at work again. Yeah, it's having a little space is going to help a lot. Having an office with a door I can close, or a conference room, or any of that kind of stuff. A studio where we can close the door and film content without having to worry about, hey, if we shoot this at the wrong time, there's going to be people chatting in the warehouse, or random background noise. It's going to make certain things harder, so a lot of that's going to be better. Expect Bandai to get back on track with manufacturing. They're doing pretty good now, I think. When the new warehouse, or not the new warehouse, the new factory's done, things will get even better in 2024, I think. Would recommend adding a forklift to the equation with gunpowder involved. I have no intention to do a forklift right now. We might end up doing a pallet stacker at some point when we get a lot more stuff, so that might be years down the road. Or we might just get some sort of, I forget what's like a picker or whatever that you can raise somebody up with a box. Is this order still stuck in the port? The paint is stuck somewhere. The other kits we got a shipment back maybe a month ago. The paint was supposedly shipped at the same time. And they haven't been able to give us an update on where it is. And then we got several more orders in queue to go out eventually, but I think they were pretty backed up. So Kirsten Stores, we got a bunch of Zoids showing up soon. Did you get mini Zoid kit? Yeah, we got a bunch of Zoids coming actually on this big Kodo order. It's got the Metal Gear Rex is on its way as well. Those shipped like a couple days ago, I think. Cherry picker, sometimes called an order selector. Yeah, I've seen those things, and that might be a better answer to give us denser shelves. But obviously, any sort of power equipment like that is a ways away right now. Try to avoid needing any sort of equipment you got to certify people on. I joined the drawing. Steven, we're going to do we put out a number range periodically throughout the stream and a question that has to be answered, and then we draw a number and try to pick a winner. So far, everybody's been unlucky so far. What Metal Gear? Oh, I'm buying it. Metal Gear Rex. Were any of Blue 01 moving as stickers? Maybe. Michael Knight asked basically the same question. Certify. I mean, even it doesn't have to be an official certification of any sort. Even if it's just an internal thing, it's just another thing to worry about. I get anxious enough as it is with the rolling stairs we have, that someone's going to start and not realize how it works and then try to climb it with the things not stationary. You ever see yourself selling display shelves? That'd be cool. We could do that someday, maybe. Back in the day when I worked at Target, we had to certify on every piece of equipment, even ladders. I mean, pallet jacks, I feel like I've seen people do wacky stuff with. Is the purple sticker still available? Yeah, we got a bunch of those left. Hey, Nickel, what's up? Warehouse equipment means that once a year the gang gets created those comical, violent corporate training videos. What deal with Kotobuki as random, nonsensical reprints? I have no idea. I haven't been selling Kotobuki long enough to know what the patterns have looked like in the past, so. Some of your favorite dioramas or other display ideas? Oh, I can't, I don't know. The warehouse tour is all finished setting up. Yeah, that's the plan. The vlog that will hopefully go up on Tuesday, which will probably showcase the first half of the move, will probably have a mini pre-setup tour, and then we'll probably do an official tour after the move is done. The reason why Child of Mecha hasn't gone live in a while, I have no idea. Do you think there's a market for rub-on decals like what comes in the say Zaku MG kits? I kind of wish they made sheets to buy for say HD Xeon kits. That'd be cool. There probably is one. EHS manager here. Man, scissor lifts need training but not certification. Forklifts do need certification. Good to know. Any new moving mecha stickers? Maybe. What's the hardest part about moving? I think the hardest part about this move has been just coordinating everybody. Because when we have the number of people, we had like 10 plus people in the warehouse today involved in trying to make sure everybody's got something to do that's useful and not counterproductive is challenging. It's decision fatigue. At least that's for me. I mean, everybody else might have different answers that we're helping out. I know Bobby, I think, is still here. Bobby was here today. I'd be curious to hear what he would say from his perspective, helping out before MechWare still has its own mecha for stocking purposes. Anywhere online where you can see the kits you have built? Yeah, pretty much all my builds, if not all of them, are on my personal Instagram at nick.savory. You can go see all that stuff. Y'all hiring? Not this moment, but we'll probably be. I think the listing is still up. We'll probably grab, probably be hiring another person in the warehouse to help out on Mondays and Fridays on their busy days soon. What was the question, Bobby? What was the hardest part of the move today for you, or in your opinion? For me, it was just trying to get everybody coordinated. There's a lot of people trying to make sure there was something to do. I feel like there was a lot of downtime today. We were really productive, but trying to keep everything efficient is hard. I didn't think you'd stream tonight. Guessing since there's 450 people in here, the unicorn's still for grabs. It is still for grabs. That is a good guess. So let's do this final draw. Let's put this final number up. So let's half this again, and we'll see how this works out. Let's put a number in the chat between 1 and 250, and in the same post, you're going to answer the question, what is your favorite thing about moving? Everybody likes to complain about moving. What's your favorite thing about moving? 1 to 250, favorite thing about moving. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. Both the answer to the question and the number need to be in the same post. And I think that's all. I think I've seen a bunch of being done. There's a neat branding merch idea. Mecha Warehouse water slide size for all scales. Next question, how big is your backlog? Bigger than it should be. So we killed it. There was just a little downtime. Yeah, it was a good day. And the downtime's not a bad thing when it's physically tiring stuff, like tearing down shelves and moving boxes, so. A little bit of breaks and stuff don't hurt. Okay, so what is next? Waste unit. Shit, I don't even want to start that. So next week we'll probably do the waist and the legs. Pizza. There you go. We did pizza yesterday. Sandwiches today. Unpacking, making new memories. Nothing. So distance for you guys, the old and new warehouse. It's 15 miles or so, about 15 minutes drive. I think the drive, old and new, is about 20 minutes, but it adds 15 minutes worth of drive for me. Sure, I bet it was hard to organize us and keep us moving. Yeah, it was good. Like, I don't think it was too bad. There's definitely times where I was like, uh-oh, these guys are gonna start rebelling if they don't have something to do. And just certain things definitely require like guidance. You know, you can't just say, just go. I should be 15 minutes late now. I don't think so. Furniture shopping. Where's a new warehouse? Heel Hippie, it's in Concord, New Hampshire. 38 Lock Road, Unit 4 in Concord, New Hampshire. Right off exit 16 of 93 if you're familiar with the area. For the 30-minute Dom of the Action Base 1 that you busted out. I can't remember if you built that or not. Oh, the not action base 1, the trust base. Ribs. I think at least it's better than at my workplace where more than 3 people are on a task becomes one works and the rest supervise. Yeah, I don't think we had a lot of that going on. Patient, the stairs are definitely the worst part of moving, so today wasn't bad. That lift gate helped a lot. Funny thing is, last time I was in New Hampshire a couple weeks ago, I drove from Manchester to Concord. Pretty easy, quick and easy drive. Yeah, it's not too bad. The warehouse also a store or just online? Just online. In fact, our we're probably not going to let people browse the warehouse now in the new warehouse because of the size and just more going on. It'll be harder to kind of monitor and make sure people are safe and all that kind of stuff. We'll probably do tours by appointment or by request if we're available to, but we won't be letting people just walk around just because it's going to be more disruptive, I think, in the new space. Can I visit the warehouse and give you a hug? Sure, Steve. One works and our supervisor reminds me of plenty of construction jobs. It happens frequently. We got a good crew though. I think we had a lot of eager people that would see someone working on something would jump in and help them, so it made things easy. Get the Unicorn Gundam in stock. The PG Unicorn, we do have a shipment on the way. I've got 2 in the warehouse now, and the reason I have them is because we snagged them from a secondary supplier, and we figured we'd just wait to restock them when the rest showed up, and then it was like a month plus. So the rest will be here in like a couple weeks probably, or less. You guys sponsored builders? We have a few sponsored builders. It's a question. Joe V, what's your favorite thing about moving? Number from 1 to 250. I'm going to call time here in a minute. I really like the rifle design on this kit. That was one of the things that jumped out at me too. That's interesting. I wonder how that connects there. Oh, they even call it high mobility. They're like... I think they're outright just looking at being like a dom. Fiance and I just got a house together, moving less than a month. Always talk like moving, to keep packing. Hope your move goes well. Thanks, Jason, and good luck with your move. You doing the lives at the new place or still at home? Still at home. It's just easier to do at home, especially at the time of night. I don't want to drive over there and drive back. The space is clean before I fill up my crap. Totally not a dom. Yeah, it's a dom they didn't want to call it dom. Okay, let's call time on this one. Can you open pre-order PGU on your online store? We don't do pre-orders for anything that's already been released before. That might change in the future. And but such ridiculous numbers. That's totally fine, Tony. We'll flip a coin. What was I gonna say? I have no idea. Yeah, we don't do pre-orders or back orders because things are not super consistent with when they arrive. I think we peaked at like 470 something, 480 something maybe. Okay, I'm gonna draw a number now. 1 to 250. 191. Let's see if we have a winner. If there's no winner this time, I will draw again against the same number range. An 11th month to wait. another site would order from them. You guys, they would try to be quick. No 191. I'm just going to confirm real quick and then I'll pick another number. Everybody jumping up and down, yeah. No data to download. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. We're hazing ourselves. Wait to save it for next week. I probably should. That would be the smart thing to do. Yeah, I don't see a 191. I'm going to draw one more time. 176. Oh, I see one. H. Tetsuo. Buster. Rye. Skids Customs. Deviltry. Marcus Lindsay. Okay, I gotta write all these down. There were a lot. Going backwards now. Marcus Lindsay, Deviltry, Skids Customs, Rye. I don't know why that number is so popular. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, this must be what happens, right? If we can draw a number. H. Tetsuo. Ueda. All right, so we got 6. Marcus Lindsay, X Deviltry, Skids Customs, Rye, Buster, and H. Tetsuo Ueda. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 respectively. I'm going to roll a virtual die here. Okay, so I'm going to hit this roll button. I'm sure this shows up on screen. I'm going to hit this button, and when I roll it, if it comes up a 1, it's Marcus, 2, it's Deviltry, 3 is Skids Customs, 4 is Rye, 5 is Buster, and 6 is H. Tetsuo. And roll. 6. So if app crashes, no one wins. So it looks like it's H. Tetsuo Ueda. I think I'm pronouncing that right, hopefully. So, congratulations, H. Tetsuo. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info. We'll send it out as soon as we can. It's probably not going to be till maybe Friday or whenever it is that we get the packing stations up and running and we can start packing again. But we will send that out as soon as we can. Don't forget to send that email over so we know how to get it to you. And have to speak up and confirm in the U.S. I think that's okay. They know the rules. They'll have to ship it to a U.S. address. It was supposed to be my night. So congrats. Thank you for playing. Thank you all for showing up. We do a stream like this every Saturday night, pretty much every Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We usually give something away. Not always a PG unicorn, but usually something good. We're usually building something good, usually having fun in the chat and stuff like that. So I hope you guys come back next time. Hit that subscribe button so you get that notification and all that good stuff. And like I mentioned earlier, if you want to help us out, just get through the next couple weeks, you can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with the amount for the gift card, 100, 200, whatever. And we'll invoice you for that gift card, and then we'll be a little more comfortable as we transition into the next week. So thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all the support over the past couple of years and helping us get to this move and all that good stuff. And we'll hopefully see you next Saturday right here, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Thanks all. Good night. Have a great rest of your weekend.